Alright guys, I'm gonna try this again. The first video I tried our fix on this carburetor was so bad I didn't even publish it. It was terrible. It didn't work. What we got is the Troy Bilt TB230 725EX 163cc Briggs & Stratton motor, and today I'm going to be replacing the carburetor to see if that fixes the problem. I've got this kit, got off Amazon. I'll show you all the pieces in just a minute, but we're gonna start taking it loose. First thing we have to do is take out 2 bolts, and then this has got a little clip under here. You have to like push it in and it pops this whole cover off. So I'll do that and I'll be right back. All right, what came with the kit was the air filter, the spark plug, the fuel line, a couple clamps that go with it, the actual carburetor with all the gaskets. Now what I'm using to take out this screw and then one right on that side is a little Torx head screw or screwdriver. As you can see, there's 1, 2. Now the trick to getting this cover off is there's a little, like, I'll show it to you in just a second. If you can look under here, there's a clamp under there. You got to get that loose from that hole, and that's the trick to taking that out. Let me get these out so I don't lose them. And I put all my parts right over here. Thank goodness for magnetized. And we're just going to turn this backwards and set it aside and put this back on so we don't get any trash in there. Next thing we're going to do is take off this little cover. And this is where the air filter is. And as you can see, our air filter is pretty dirty, so that could be part of our problem too. And that's going to expose our carburetor. It's right down there. Now, what you see here is 4 bolts, and I'm gonna try to point them out. 8mm and 7mm, one here, one here, one here, and then one up here. I'm gonna take all 4 of those out. This whole thing will remove, and I'll show you that process next. All right, then as you can see, I've already taken off the 2 7mm and the 2 8mm on this little black cover that covers the carburetor here. And the next thing I'm going to have to do is take this gas tank off. And the way you do that, because you have to be able to take it off as one unit, because the fuel line, if you can see it down in there, that's where the fuel line is. You have to be able to take it off because it all comes off as one unit. Now, the way you do that, take an 8mm socket here, here, and here, 2, 3. Take those 3 bolts. I've already unscrewed them because I hate when people sit here on videos and make you watch unscrewing bolts. I've already taken all those out. So I'm gonna take these out, 1, 2, and 3, and this little cover is going to come off, and that gives you access. As you can see, the gas tank goes right over that lip, and it just all will pull off together. Then you can take all these parts apart. Now to take the carburetor off, we just pulled it loose from in here, and then you take this rod, and the fuel line off, and that'll take care of getting the carburetor off. Then you'll be ready to put it back with a new one. Now to take this tank off, as you can see, there's a little slit and it goes over that piece of metal frame. You just pull the whole thing off and it comes off. Now, you can see that. That's the clip to take the fuel line off. If you'll just take a pair of pliers, you can pull it right off. There shouldn't be anything wrong with this fuel line, so I may or may not use the new one. Depends on how it looks inside. But I'm gonna take it off, and this is the carburetor. Again, we're taking all of that and replacing that whole unit. Now, the new carburetor comes with 2 little gaskets, 2 new gaskets. The one on top, it goes right there on the gasket, and the round one goes right down there on that little inlet right there, or outlet. Now, the next thing we're going to do is put this carburetor back on just like this. It's going to go back on. We're going to hook up the 2 rods and tube here back to the carburetor, and we should be good to go, and hook up the fuel line, put the gas tank back on, and we'll put it all back together and see what happens. Now you can see we've got everything hooked back up. The 2 gaskets are in here and here. The 2 bars are reconnected, the linkages, and this spring should have came on the carburetor. This will hook to the back of the air filter here. We got the gas tank back on. The next thing we're going to do is tighten 1, 2, and then 1 on the other side. 3 bolts to secure this cover back down. The next thing is to put this cover back on in front of the carburetor here. Attach that tube to the back there. And it's again 2 7mm and 2 8mm. All right, the next thing is going to be to install the new air filter. As you can see, there's a significant difference in the cleanliness of this. There's the new one, and we're just gonna put it on right down here. It's really simple. It just goes over those two things just like that. Then you take this little cover, just like this, and it slides under and into those two slots and clips in just like that. And now your air filter is installed. Next thing we're going to do is replace the spark plug. That's super simple. Put the cover back on it, go get some non-ethanol fuel. So we'll be back in just a few minutes to try to fire this baby up. Now we're on the front of the motor here. All I did was took off the little carburetor wire. It was sticking just like that. Pulled it off. Very simple. We had to use little pliers. It's been on there forever since it's brand new. Just taking the socket, spark plug socket, taking that one out, and we're gonna see if they sent us the right one or not. Probably didn't, so we may have to clean this one up. Now we got the spark plug out. Clearly, they didn't send the correct one. I don't know if it will work or not. I don't think it will. So I'm just gonna clean this old one up. It looks like it's in pretty good shape. It's not very dirty. We're gonna put it back in and see what happens. All right, we went and got us a new spark plug, just like the one we had, 5924. We're gonna put that in real quick. Picked up some non-ethanol gas. Gonna put that in. We're gonna change the oil. Be ready to go. I also changed the oil in this motor. There's way too much in it. I mean, it's from the factory, overfilled, to say the least. So all you do to change the oil is you take this out, you tip the whole lawnmower over, you dump it in a couple containers like this, dispose of it properly, but then you put it back on, refill it with oil. It says about 18 ounces is what should be in it. That's what I'm understanding. Next thing we're gonna do is fill it up with non-ethanol fuel. Always use non-ethanol. I hope this thing's gonna run. We'll see in just a few minutes. All right, here's the moment of truth. Let's see if she'll crank up. Remember, this wasn't working at all. Get you some of that. That's awesome. Again, we replaced the carburetor, the spark plug, the air filter, changed the oil, put non-ethanol gas, and it is running like a brand new one. Awesome. If you got any questions, leave them in the comments. I'll help any way I can. Make sure to like and subscribe.